of free baseball has given everyone pennant fever. And with 1 week left in the regular season, feels like the playoffs are here. Cubs and Brewers series finale next on ABC 7.
Right now from ABC 7 Chicago, this is the World Series champion Chicago Cubs on ABC 7.
The temperatures feel like the middle of summer. The baseball has all the feels of October. And another dose is expected today as the Cubs and Brewers meet for the final time. Cubs hoping to put Milwaukee further in the rearview mirror and move closer to clinching the division. And they are close. Let's take a look at our Bob Lacorcio Auto Group NL Central standings. Cubs' magic number to clinch is now at 4 as they have a 4.5-game lead over the Brewers, a 5-game lead over the Cardinals. Brewers also just 1 game out of that second wild card spot, so this certainly matters. Hi, and welcome to Cubs Baseball. I am your hostess, Dion Miller. It is our regular season finale here on ABC 7, but this season has hardly felt regular, as Jake Arrieta tweeted after yesterday's game. If you love baseball, this series is hot. Well, Jake, we do, and it is. Brings us to our Hooters hot play. All 3 games decided in the 10th. Chris Bryant won it with a 2-run homer on Thursday night for the Cubs, and then Tommy La Stella, a pinch hit, bases loaded walk, the difference for the win. And then on Saturday, Orlando Arcia tying it in the 9th, and Travis Shaw with his first career walk-off homer in the bottom of the 10th gave Milwaukee life in the series. That is our Hooters hot play brought to you by Hooters. Now, until Saturday, the visitor had won 12 of the first 18 meetings. So what will happen today? Jose Quintana is hoping to figure in that decision. Quintana 1-1 in 3 career starts against Milwaukee, but the Cubs have to face Chase Anderson. He has been very good. They did beat him 1 time this season. Joe Madden saying he must have been sick that day because today he is chasing his 12th win of the season. Though I hate to break it to either of those guys, the starters haven't figured at all in these 3 games. The bullpens have been the difference, but Quintana is hoping to take care of business. We'll get you closer to first pitch next.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC 7 is being brought to you by Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing. By Mattress Firm. Mattress Firm, where we want you to sleep happy guaranteed. Remember, if it's over 8, it's time to replace. By Xfinity. Xfinity delivers the fastest internet and the most Wi-Fi coverage throughout your home. And by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency.
Not again.
What, honey?
It's backed up again.
It's time to call Right on Time. They are fast, affordable, and will beat any competitor price. Available 24/7, so pick up that phone and call Right on Time today for all your sewer and drain cleaning needs.
Oh, the new iPhone. I've been dying to get the new iPhone.
Wait. Places like this lure you in, and then bam! They whack you with a big activation fee and who knows what else.
But, I gotta get it.
Get your new iPhone from US Cellular. No hidden fees and a strong signal, even out here. That's not good. Get new iPhone 8 on us when you turn in your old phone. Or for just $10 a month when you switch to US Cellular. A stronger signal in the middle of anywhere.
For the best audio video gear with low prices and exceptional service, think between the boxes at Entertainment Expressions.
We sell and install only the best. Speakers you have to hear to believe. Televisions, whole house audio systems, and outdoor speakers.
Residential, commercial, home theater, and wireless audio solutions. And the most experienced electronics staff in the Quad Cities. Get it all
from your favorite electronics mid-box store.
At Entertainment Expressions,
we're your hardcore
audio
and video experts.
Make your everyday better at Pleasure Pools and Spas during our Hot Spring Instant Rebate event with up to $1,000 factory rebates on select models. Now is the time to enjoy 5-year interest-free financing on Hot Spring Spas. You can relax knowing your payments can be as low as $57 a month. Plus, with the purchase on select Hot Spring Spas, you get an Ace saltwater sanitizing system absolutely free. Hurry in for incredible factory rebates at Pleasure Pools and Spas, Brady Street, Davenport. We make staying home fun.
When your furnace or air conditioner problems have you steaming, Odell's Heating and Air will be at your door exactly when you need them. Whether it's a new install or a repair, you'll get 24/7 service with a 30-day guarantee. Odell's will beat any competitor's price on new equipment, so you know you're getting the best value.
3 years ago, I called Josh to do a repair at my residence, and for the last 3 years, he's taking care of all my rental properties. I totally recommend, and I totally support the local guy.
When your furnace or air goes to hell, call Odell. Odell's Heating and Air. Call us today.
The sink is globbed.
Call Rob.
It's time to call Right on Time. They are fast, affordable, and will beat any competitor price. Available 24/7, so pick up that phone and call Right on Time today for all your sewer and drain cleaning needs.
Cubs baseball on ABC7 is being brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity delivers the fastest internet and the most Wi-Fi coverage throughout your home. By Ford, America's best-selling brand, inviting you to go further in our fuel-efficient vehicles. Check out our entire lineup at your local Ford store or buyfordnow.com. By Lakeside Bank, personal customized banking. Lakeside Bank, it's about time. And by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealers, as reliable as the cars themselves.
The Cubs and the Brewers have taken turns leading the NL Central, so no surprise how close this series has been all year. It's our Comcast business of baseball. Right now, an even split 9-9 through the first 18 meetings, so today gives someone the edge, and 10 of the games have been decided by 2 or fewer runs. In fact, this weekend alone, these two teams have been tied or within 2 runs of each other in 29 of the 30 innings. Wow, no surprise to the Cubs, though. The Brewers have had their attention all year, but the Cubs have really put together their best baseball at the most important time. They've won 9 of their last 11 games and now get set to head to St. Louis for 4 games, another crucial series on the road. But right now, they'd just like to get a W heading into the final week of the season. You're about to find out what happens next. The best booth in the business. Len and JD have the call, while the best production crew in the business will bring you the best view of the Cubs. It's the series finale that won't disappoint for everyone at ABC7. I'm Dionne Miller. Enjoy the drama. We'll see you on the other side.
At Weebler's Harley-Davidson, it doesn't matter if you're into short trips or long hauls. From bikes to gear and everything in between, Weebler's Harley-Davidson has everything you need to hit the open road in style. Stop by and gear up for any adventure at Weebler's Harley-Davidson in Davenport.
Sometimes your eyes can get bigger than your wallet. But at Checkers and Rallies, getting your hands on a quarter pound of juicy all-white meat chicken dippers with a bed of famous seasoned fries for only $3 just takes fishing for a little loose change. The quarter pound chicken dippers and fries box for just $3. Checkers and Rallies. Fast foodies know the deal.
You can get a cold plastic wrap sandwich anywhere, but don't you deserve better? You work hard. You fight the good fight. Reward yourself with Casey's awesomely incredible breaded pork sandwich. Oh, you heard right. Breaded pork sandwich. We're talking hearty, meaty, manly man, top of the food chain stuff here, and breaded the way your grandma would approve. It's so good it shouldn't be called a sandwich. It should be called a kabamwich. Casey's, famous for pizza and a whole lot more.
Ready to go when you are.
Wow, you look nice. Getting around isn't as easy as it used to be. That's why we called Bath Fitter. They removed our old tub and installed a beautiful new spacious shower. Now, getting in and out is a breeze. And we have peace of mind with seamless walls that provide a watertight fit, plus their lifetime guarantee. Thanks to Bath Fitter, life is so much easier with a shower we love.
0% APR financing for 24 months.
Hey, what are you doing at home? Gather your friends and head to the Circle Tap on West Locust Street. See the game and enjoy a wonderful meal, famous for our ribs, from a quarter to a full rack with fries served alongside, delicious burger baskets, chicken and bacon ranch wraps, as well as cold drinks and spirits, all at great prices. Plus, enjoy the Circle's great outdoor patio area with a cool and shaded bar. There's live music often featured, so head on over to the Circle Tap, West Locust Street, Davenport.
At Weebler's Harley-Davidson, it doesn't matter if you're into short trips or long hauls. From bikes to gear and everything in between, Weebler's Harley-Davidson has everything you need to hit the open road in style. Stop by and gear up for any adventure at Weebler's Harley-Davidson in Davenport.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC 7 is being brought to you by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. By Hyundai. Visit your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers today and see how better drives us. And by the Bob LaCourcio Auto Group. You're going to like buying a car this way. Hey! That's terrible, sorry. I got to work on my Fonzie.
Not bad, not bad.
Cubs magic number down to 4. The Brewers are off tomorrow. Cubs will head to St. Louis. Cardinals lost last night in Pittsburgh. They're scoreless, bottom of the second this afternoon. Let's get the Mercedes-Benz keys to the game.
Yeah, well, will 9 be enough today? We've played extra innings in all 3 games of this series so far. There's been a lot of drama. The running game in play with Vogt behind the plate. He did throw out Chris Bryant trying to steal yesterday, so maybe that will back them off a little bit. But that's the only guy he has thrown out since joining the Brewers. Who's available? Bullpen has been worked hard for both of these clubs the last 3 days. And we had a little different look at the end of the ball game.
So we're ready to go. Chase Anderson to John Jay, and it's outside for a ball. Today's HD broadcast is brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity delivers the fastest internet and the most Wi-Fi coverage throughout your home. Fouled away, 1-1 on the red-hot John Jay. 4 consecutive multi-hit games, 6 for 13 in this series. And he pops it up. Foul ground. Shaw and Arcia going after it, and it's behind the tarp. And let's check out the rest of the Cubs Southwest Airlines starting lineup. Bryant, Rizzo, Contreras to follow. Bryant has had good success against Anderson. Zobrist at second, also good numbers. Russell, the shortstop. Hayward in right. Albert Almora Jr. red hot here as of late. And Jose Quintana, the pitcher, batting ninth. 1-2 is fouled. Here we go again. Maybe a 12-13 pitch plate appearance.
Yeah, he's been he had 15 the other night. He's been really locked in, as you mentioned, and not just flipping the ball the other way. He's been turning on some balls too.
Up to 15 pitch at bat. Earlier in this series, tied for the longest of the season in the majors. Another 1-2 missed inside.
Yeah, I mean, it goes without saying, but every starting pitcher, when you go out there for the first inning, you're hoping to have a quick, efficient 1-2-3 inning, get into the dugout and kind of settle in. The approach that Jay has had here, that's not easy to do.
Swing and a miss
until now.
Finally end the at bat, but a good battle for John Jay.
Brewers defensively, boy, the defense in this series has been sparkling. Just 1 error committed total in all 3 games. But it's Braun, Broxton, and Santana in the outfield for the Brewers. Shaw, Arcia, Perez, Aguilar, third to first. Stephen Vogt behind the plate. And Chase Anderson, he's a good one. 28-year-old right-hander, 11-3, 2.74 ERA. Does not have enough innings pitched due to an oblique injury to be listed among the qualifiers. If he did, his ERA would be 6th best in the National League.
Bryant rolls one into left for a base hit. So 6 for 12 now in the series. And weather at first pitch, or in this case, the 8th pitch, brought to you by Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing. For all the right reasons, call 866 Four Seasons. It is 88 degrees, unseasonably hot.
It's absurd.
We're on September 24th in Wisconsin.
It's crazy. It's wacky. Easy for the pitchers to get loose on a day like today. Afternoon game, roof open, panels open. And the shadows will be an issue. You see it working its way across the infield now.
Anthony Rizzo bats with Bryant at first and 1 out. Fastball missed from Anderson. 4 hits, 3 walks in the series for Rizzo.
Anderson making his 4th start against the Cubs this year. 3-1 lifetime with a 368 against the Cubs. And here in his home ballpark, he's undefeated this year. He's 5-0 with the 234. He's made 10 starts here. He's allowed 2 runs or fewer in 7 of those 10 starts.
Well, that's where his numbers rank in terms of single season Brewer history. The 2-0 to Rizzo is a strike.
Now going back to July 25th of last year, Anderson has made 35 starts. He's 16-4 with a 2.69. So quietly really becoming one of the better pitchers in the National League. And I think that's a theme that you can carry across the board with this pitching staff, with the development of Jimmy Nelson, Zach Davies, unheralded, but really good.
Swing and a miss on a changeup. And it's 2-2.
Anderson's like Davies in that he's got a 4-pitch mix, and he uses all of his secondary pitches a fair amount. Curveball, change, and cutter. He's got a little more juice on his heater than Davies does.
Over shift against Rizzo. Brewers shift a lot. And he hits a ground ball into that shift. And they're going to turn the double play. I think that went 5-6-3. Started by the third baseman Shaw. Brewers coming up against Jose Quintana when we come back.
Has this ever happened to you? Or how about this? Call a local company that cares. Glass Service Center in Rock Island. We're here for all your glass needs.
It's an instant world these days. People want everything right now.
One Instaplay ticket, please.
Case in point, Instaplay tickets. They're like scratch games you don't have to scratch, and some have progressive jackpots that keep growing too.
I won! So you can experience immediate joy.
Very wise, grasshopper.
My name is Sam.
They're fun, they're fast, and they're available now.
Woohoo! Oh, the new iPhone. I've been dying to get the new iPhone.
Wait, places like this lure you in, and then bam! They whack you with a big activation fee and who knows what else.
But, I gotta get it.
Get your new iPhone from US Cellular. No hidden fees and a strong signal, even out here. That's not good. Get new iPhone 8 on us when you trade in your old phone. Or for just $10 a month when you switch to US Cellular. A stronger signal in the middle of anywhere.
We are optometrists, doctors keeping your eyes healthy. We are ophthalmologists, medical doctors correcting vision problems. We are specialists, highly specialized surgeons with advanced training focused on restoring and enhancing sight. We are Eye Surgeons Associates, a team of dedicated professionals working together to provide your best vision for life. Eye Surgeons Associates.
I should have known you only wanted to talk work. You don't know any other way to get off, do you?
Oh, I know lots of ways.
Dynasty. Series premiere Wednesday, October 11th on the CW.
Has this ever happened to you? Or how about this? Call a local company that cares. Glass Service Center in Rock Island. We're here for all your glass needs.
Here's a look at the Brewers lineup brought to you by Fix Auto. Hernan Perez is in there at second base and in the leadoff spot. Santana plays right. Braun, Shaw, the hero in extras yesterday. Jesus Aguilar's at first. Arcia, the shortstop, he tied the game in the ninth. Vogt, the catcher. Broxton in center. The pitcher, Anderson, hits ninth.
And the Cubs offensively brought to you by Plumbers 911. J. Elmora Hayward and some other guys. We're going to show you the other guys. There they are. Bryant Russell, Zolbert Rizzo, Baez gets a day. Contreras Gets the starting assignment behind the plate. Jose Quintana. He was really good last time out against the Cardinals. Got no decision. As Dexter Fowler hit a 3-run home run off of one. Prior to that, he'd given up nada. Struck out 8 in 5 2/3. Cubs have won his last 4 starts for the season. Sox and Cubs combined 10-11 with a 4.27. 6-3, 395. Wearing the Cub blue.
2 strikes on Perez. Milwaukee's super utility man. And he pops it up foul, back out of play. There will be some camera shots that will look a little funky today. That is because of all the shadows. Got some bright sunshine covering much of the field, but the shade starting to, as you see, creep across the infield.
We'll be doing some shadow dancing.
1-2 the count.
So Cubs have won Jose's last 4. He's 2-0 in that stretch. With a 2.92 ERA. In those 4 ball games, he has struck out 30 and walked only 3.
Yeah, nice job to snag that bouncer. That goes 1-3. Sets your umpiring crew today. The crew chief is behind the plate. That's Dana Demuth, 5-time World Series veteran. Nauert, Torres, and Guccione around the bases. So everyone's had a chance to work every position in this 4-game series. Will there be more drama today? Every
almost
game
expect it, right?
He has gone 10 innings. Santana out in the deep right center. Hayward and Almora are there. Jason makes the catch, 2 outs.
If it were a garden variety 9-inning 6-2 ball game, it would feel kind of weird with what's gone on here this weekend. And adding to it, of course, there's so many Cub fans here in the ballpark, so the interplay between the Cub fans and the Brewer fans has been a lot of fun. This time they've gone 3 consecutive extra inning games against the Brewers since 1999.
First time they've done it on the road since the 30s. Here's Ryan Braun with 2 outs and nobody on. And takes a pitch apparently inside for ball 1.
I have to say this umpiring crew, and I'm not saying that should have been a strike, but it certainly could have been. They've not been a strike-happy bunch.
Quintana turns and throws, and Braun fouls it. And it's 1-1. Braun has always hit Cubs pitching, and this year batting .304 on the season with 4 home runs. Cardinals have the lead. They got blown out last night. Lance Lynn could not get out of the first inning.
Yeah, they're handing the ball to John Gant today. He's in the minor leagues pretty much all year.
So this is the rubber match of the season series. Each team has won 9 of the first 18. Three and 1. So Braun in a favorable count. Including the first 3 games of this series, 5 times in this ballpark the Cubs have gone to extras already this year. Hit well, but foul to right and out of play. April 7th, July 29th, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Taking a shot at the right field corner. He's been doing that a fair bit in this series. Hayward plays very deep in right because of his respecting his off-field power.
Lined into right, and a base hit in front of Hayward. Braun keeps the Brewers first alive.
In essence, his ability to drive the ball the other way allowed him to dump that single in front of Hayward. It was as deep, if not deeper, than I've seen Jason for any right-handed hitter. Not that I log them all, but he was looking out there. He was just a couple paces in front of the warning track.
Shaw took Wade Davis to the opposite field for the game-ending home run in the 10th. On Saturday's 31st of the year, he is 3 homers away from the club record in a single season by a third baseman. Ryan Braun hit 34 back in 07 before he converted to the outfield. Shaw's next RBI will get him to 100. Want to know the count. Hughes pitch. Challenged by Zobrist at second, and that's it. So a 2-out single, no runs. After an inning of play, 0-0.
Not again.
What, honey?
It's backed up again.
It's time to call Right on Time. They are fast, affordable, and will beat any competitor price. Available 24/7, so pick up that phone and call Right on Time today for all your sewer and drain cleaning needs.
What's going on?
My TV company won't let me watch all my channels live on this, so I'm following the game this way. It's supposed to be the football.
It doesn't even look like a football.
I know.
It's a tiny field.
I hate tiny fields.
Try this.
That's the game.
That's Dish.
Didn't even know my voice could do that.
Dish lets you watch 100% of your live channels and sports anywhere on your favorite devices. Dish, tuned into you.
When your home needs new roofing and siding, it can be hard to find someone you trust. I know someone I trust, my dad.
At Old Town Roofing, we'll treat you just like family, too. With personal service, the best warranties, and estimates in just 48 hours. Old Town Roofing is an IKO Shield Pro Plus contractor, offering premium shingles at an affordable price. We also specialize in James Hardy siding for beauty and durability.
Become a part of the Old Town family.
At Old Town Roofing, our service is over the top.
The sink is globbed.
Call Rob.
It's time to call Right on Time. They are fast, affordable, and will beat any competitor price. Available 24/7, so pick up that phone and call Right on Time today for all your sewer and drain cleaning needs.
Famous Dave's caters award-winning barbecue delivered to you.
To Wilson Contreras. And a nice stretch right when he came back from the DL. Took a bunch of walks. This trip, however, 2 out of 15 with 2 walks. And he takes in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ten games since he came back, his on base is .438.
That'll play.
As a result of that sizzling start. Tapped foul. Make it 1-2. Looks like we're going to be close to another sellout today. Over 44,000 were here yesterday.
Yeah, when the team bus rolled up, the late bus, there were a lot of folks in the parking lot. Had the grills fired up, throwing the ball around. Day game here. It's a very festive atmosphere outside the ballpark.
Line shot, center field, and caught by Keon Broxton. So Contreras hit it right on the button. A 4 and out. Just keep doing that. You'll be fine.
That'll earn him some fist bumps from the boys in the dugout. And John Maley say, hey, way to swing it, kid. Stay right there. Good things will happen. That's exactly what he's saying right now.
Did a little radio with Pat and Ron yesterday, and after I was done, I just kind of walked around the park out around the outfield area, and obviously with the roof open, it's going to be hot in here, but this is not an air-conditioned ballpark as Zobrist singles into right. I mean, it felt, JD, like it was August 1st.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's crazy hot here. Here and at home, obviously, it's down the road.
There were a ton of Cub fans here, and there are again today.
Yeah, if I were prone to making lame jokes, I would say they don't need air conditioning because they have so many fans. But you'll never catch me making a lame dad joke like that.
That is definitely beneath you. And Russell takes outside for a ball.
It's the cutter, and it's very difficult to sit on any one pitch from Anderson. Not predictable. There's usually a hierarchy of the way a pitcher will use his secondary pitches. Lean heavily on the slider, occasional changeup maybe. But with Anderson, it's kind of an equal mix. You know, obviously everybody, just about everybody, all starters anyway, throw their fastball more than any other pitch. But with his curveball, changeup, cutter combination, he uses those pitches about the same amount of the time.
Anderson is from Texas, Wichita Falls. Chase is his middle name. They try to turn to Arcia. Perez Aguilar. And that will do it. So the first two Cubs frames have ended in double plays.
Jumer's is kick butt fun. We're still the Quad City area's only 100% smoke-free casino. It's your Vegas.
I love gardening, painting, and walking down the street visiting with neighbors. One day I went into the store, and when I came out, something happened to my knee, and I just could hardly walk. I had a total knee replacement and just excellent care. It was almost like being on vacation. If my other knee gets too bad, I'm definitely going back.
The Joint Pain Institute at Genesis Orthopedic Hospital.
Me, joint pain free.
Hi, I'm Sylvan Reed, service manager at Uptown Motors. We have the tools and experience to take care of your vehicle. From routine maintenance like oil changes, to brake and exhaust work, and even complete engine replacement, Uptown Service can handle it all. Our state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment can pinpoint problems. We carry all major makes of tires. We're an authorized hand-cook dealer, and we can mount and balance your tires in a snap. At Uptown Service, we welcome all extended warranties, and we'll service your car no matter where you purchased it. Oh, and don't worry, we have plenty of these.
Oh, the new iPhone. I've been dying to get the new iPhone.
Wait, places like this lure you in and then bam! They whack you with a big activation fee and who knows what else.
But, I gotta get it.
Get your new iPhone from US Cellular. No hidden fees and a strong signal, even out here. That's not good. Get new iPhone 8 on us when you trade in your old phone. Or for just $10 a month when you switch to US Cellular. A stronger signal in the middle of anywhere.
Can't decide what to watch?
I'm offering you 56 channels.
Sometimes it's better to watch
nothing. Everybody's doing something. We'll do nothing.
science.
Seinfeld, because nothing is really something.
Weekdays on the Quad Cities CW. Big fun. Big wins. We're still the Quad Cities' biggest casino. It's your Vegas.
Let's take a look at the perfect pitch brought to you by Blue Moon.
A fastball, a curveball, changeup for Quintana. Curveball, very big pitch for him when he's got the feel for that breaking pitch. He'll get a lot of swings and misses with it.
Blue Moon brewed with Valencia orange peel for a taste that shines brighter. Jesus Aguilar, ball one, bottom of the second. Will be followed by Arcia and Vogt. Honda League leaderboard now sponsored by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealers, as reliable as the cars themselves. Since the All-Star break, also could read since Quintana was traded to the Cubs. His first start was in Baltimore.
Yeah, that was a tone setter. He punched out 12 Orioles that day in 7 innings without issuing a walk.
Aguilar fouls off. 2-2 on the Brewers' first baseman. That win yesterday for Milwaukee was its first when trailing after 8 innings. Brewers now 1-54. And they're down going into the ninth. Called strike 3. Quintana picks up his first strikeout.
Yeah, 94 miles an hour inside corner at the knees. Catches Aguilar looking. Fastball velocity in his last start was up a little bit too. Averaging 92 miles per hour for the season. Saw a number of 94s, 95s in that start against St. Louis. That one went on the board at 94.
So here's Arcia, who tucked one just inside the foul pole and left to lead off the bottom of the ninth against Wade Davis. That's why we went to extras again. He was in the dugout and he showed the camera that he used a Miguel Cabrera bat. I guess he had used it on occasion during BP. One of informal home run derby contests that teammates like to have. Hernan Perez had been given the bat by Cabrera during the World Baseball Classic because they were teammates, and I guess Miguel is very good and generous in terms of giving bats to other players. So Arcia decided to use it for a couple of ABs yesterday, and the homer ended up tying it. He strikes out. 2 down. The only question was, would it be fair? And it just was. To send Bernie down the slide. The bat is 1/2 inch longer than the one Arcia usually uses, according to Adam McCalvey, who covers the Brewers for MLB.com. Guys are weird about their bats. I have a feeling Arcia may try to order another batch of Miguel Cabrera bats just to have in his back pocket.
Yeah. That guy's, of course, this season typically use another player's bat from time to time. Change maybe a little change to their bat order, a little lighter as the season wears on.
Only the second time the Cubs have lost when leading after 8. That is a strike on Vogt.
I've told you the story in the past. Jose Cruz, back in the day when he was slumping, he'd hit with a fungo bat. Maybe just one AB, but he'd take it up there. He felt like the bat was dragging. He just couldn't get the head of the bat out.
I would love to know what his career average was using the fungo.
Yeah. I know I saw him hit a double with it once. I don't even know if it's legal.
Yeah, the fungo's got a real long thin
skinny,
handle.
yeah. Just a tiny little head, a little weight on the end of the bat.
Left-left matchup here. And the 2-2. Vogt lofts into center. Coming in is Almora, cruising as he makes the grab. And a nice 1-2-3 for Quintana.
Has this ever happened to you? Or how about this? Call a local company that cares. Glass Service Center in Rock Island. We're here for all your glass needs.
It's an instant world these days. People want everything right now.
One Instaplay ticket, please.
Case in point, Instaplay tickets. They're like scratch games you don't have to scratch, and some have progressive jackpots that keep growing too.
I won! So you can experience immediate joy.
Very wise, grasshopper.
My name is Sam.
They're fun, they're fast, and they're available now.
We are optometrists, doctors keeping your eyes healthy. We are ophthalmologists, medical doctors correcting vision problems. We are specialists, highly specialized surgeons with advanced training focused on restoring and enhancing sight. We are Eye Surgeons Associates, a team of dedicated professionals working together to provide your best vision for life. Eye Surgeons Associates.
Riverdale. All new episodes premiere Wednesday, October 11th, only on the CW.
Has this ever happened to you? Or how about this? Call a local company that cares. Glass Service Center in Rock Island. We're here for all your glass needs.
If it's trending, it trended in Quahog first. Skinny jeans.
You know you're wearing... I know. I think there was a mix-up.
Selfies.
Let's take a photo. Perfect.
Watch Family Guy.
Weeknights at 5 on the Quad Cities CW.
For all your latest Cubs news, please visit the ABC7 Cubs blog at abc7chicago.com/Cubs, presented by nationwide agent Jeff Vukovich. Go to jeffvuk.com or follow him on social media. Nationwide is on your side. And a strike from Anderson to Hayward. The pitch just missed. 1-1 the count. And the final regular season telecast here on ABC 7. Regular season ends 1 week from today.
How about that? Last week of school. Brewers are off tomorrow. Cardinals go home from Pittsburgh. They spend the final week of the season at home, as do the Rockies.
Hayward strikes out swinging.
And with the Brewers finishing their season in St. Louis, you have to give the edge to the Rockies in this wild card race. That coupled with the fact that they currently have a lead, a one-game lead on the Brewers, game and a half over St. Louis. I think for me, the Cubs winning the first 2 games of this series, mission accomplished already here. Obviously, you want to win this ball game today. But if you come in here, lay an egg, and get swept by the Brewers like you did at Wrigley a while back, all of a sudden, there's all kinds of drama.
Well, the Diamondbacks have a chance to clinch a wild card spot with a win today over the Marlins. 1-1 on Albert Almora Jr. He's had a really nice season and is in his best stretch offensively. 10 for his last 20.
Yeah, he's starting to change his personal story, right? You know, the kind of the narrative surrounding Albert was tremendous defender, gloves ahead of the bat. It's going to take a while for him to get there. Struggles against right-handed pitching. Last month or so, he's done some damage against right-handed pitching. He's had a great year off the bench. He's had a very good year against left-handed pitching. Just 23 years of age.
I think the other thing that's a bit unfair to Albert is that he gets lumped in with Russell and Bryant and guys like that who showed up and were immediately everyday players, right? And as Theo has said on numerous occasions, it's not all this, you know, it's not a linear thing. Everyone has their own path. As we know, Kyle Schwarber spent some time in the minor leagues earlier this year. So establishing yourself at this level is probably more like Almora and Schwarber have than Bryant and Russell.
Right.
It's more rare.
Yeah. And even, you know, even Russell's path has been a little bit different. You know, came up, had success, but, you know, he's been more up and down. Bryant's the real outlier just to come up and do what he's done. Like
instantly an MVP candidate
like
from the day he got here.
Is there another league you can call me up to? Because I got this thing figured out already.
So Anderson with back-to-back strikeouts, and he's gone 2-0 now on the pitcher Quintana.
Well, 2-0 on the pitcher will get you to spend a little time behind the mound, clearing your mind, getting a fresh start.
Two and one. Anderson takes a little time between pitches.
You know,
be on base, good pace.
Have you ever heard of the idiot pin?
The idiot pin?
Yeah, in bowling.
No.
So if you leave the 5 pin, it's just sitting right there in the middle of the lane. It's the only one. That's the idiot pin because you're an idiot if you don't get the spare. That's kind of like the 2-0, 3-0 fastball to the opposing pitcher if you don't throw a strike.
The idiot pitch?
The idiot pitch.
Well, Anderson just struck out the side, so I guess he hit that pin.
At Weebler's Harley-Davidson, it doesn't matter if you're into short trips or long hauls. From bikes to gear and everything in between, Weebler's Harley-Davidson has everything you need to hit the open road in style. Stop by and gear up for any adventure at Weebler's Harley-Davidson in Davenport.
For me, family is what it's all about. I like to participate with my grandchildren. My husband and I like to vacation. We love to travel, bowl, ride bikes. I was experiencing a lot of pain in my right shoulder. Not only was I in pain, but it was also restricting my mobility. I was out of pain instantly after I had the surgery. I wish I would have had it about 5 years ago.
The Joint Pain Institute at Genesis Orthopedic Hospital.
Me, joint pain free.
At iWireless, you get great nationwide 4G LTE coverage with truly unlimited high-speed data.
We charge more for spotty coverage. It's genius.
No bait and switch, just great deals.
What, are you a friggin' idiot? No wonder you can't afford a haircut. This guy.
For a limited time, get a free 4G LTE smartphone with 30 days of truly unlimited high-speed data talk and text for free. Free phone, free month. Beat that. Get the real deal at iWireless.
What makes me me is super cool.
Meet Robert Dubois, goes by Bloodsport.
I've got this.
They'll never see you coming.
National City is my town.
Supergirl, season premiere Monday, October 9th on the CW.
Tough, rugged, dependable.
I should have worn a diaper today.
Last man standing.
Weeknights at 6 and 10 on the Quad Cities CW.
At Weebler's Harley-Davidson, it doesn't matter if you're into short trips or long hauls. From bikes to gear and everything in between, Weebler's Harley-Davidson has everything you need to hit the open road in style. Stop by and gear up for any adventure at Weebler's Harley-Davidson in Davenport.
I made you a new suit. You want to take it for a spin?
Famous Dave's caters award-winning barbecue delivered to you.
Hey, welcome back. Cub fans, here's your chance to register for the chance to purchase tickets for potential postseason games at Wrigley Field. Go to Cubs.com/postseason to register and learn more about this postseason ticket purchase opportunity.
Special thanks to our executive producer, Cubs Baseball on ABC 7, Peter Rudman, our producers, John Walsh, Mark Brady, our directors, Dave Turner, and the recently retired Skip Ellison. Associate producer Vince Lodel, associate directors Mark Brady, Jay Galloway, Mike Rosenblum. Ball one to Broxton. Double clutch by Contreras.
On the weekend of the double take and the double clutch.
Our operations producer Matt Bramer. Fouled away. Program productions, Bob and Joe Carzoli, Lisa Megala, Steve Spurlock, and the president and general manager of WLS Television, John Eidler. That's a strike. And it's 1-2. Broxton has 20 homers and 19 steals. His hands low. He's been a real streaky player with the bat this year. And that's another trait of many young hitters, right?
Yeah, and Broxton, you know, first saw him come to the big leagues with the Pirates in 2015. The low hands is an adjustment he has made. He's always had an issue with striking out. And almost 40% of his plate appearances end in a strikeout. It's tied for the highest in the game.
So Quintana has struck out 3 of the last 4. Cub fans, start your day the Chicago way with ABC 7 Eyewitness News in the morning. Weekdays with Terrell Brown, Tanya Babbage, Roz Barron, and Tracy Butler. So let's see, of the last 7 batters, 6 have struck out combined. There's still going to be more hits than strikeouts in the majors, but that gap is closing.
Well, there's such an emphasis on slugging now. Most hitters will tell you that, their mindset going into the box, and it's a philosophy of a lot of hitting coaches. John Maley talks about it all the time. We're looking to slug. We're looking for a pitch we can drive. And so you're going to be a little bit more patient. You're going to see pitches. If pitchers can find the corners early, they can exploit that. If your mindset is simply to avoid striking out, you're going to make a lot of weak contact and make early outs and make it easy for the opposing pitcher. Now, there's a point where, you have to change your philosophy or your approach, given the game situation, the base out situation, who's on the mound. I think that's what becomes frustrating is the unwillingness for a lot of players to change their approach in certain situations.
Got him looking. So he's got 4 strikeouts and 3 of the 4. And takes. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. Plus, the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs.
Tom has had that look in his eye the last couple of starts. There's a period there where he was getting pretty good results, but wasn't throwing the ball all that well. But lately, he's been on top of his game. We talked about the increased velocity. Just got a little that eye of the tiger about him.
And a swing by Perez. 1 ball, 1 strike. Always enjoy the Sunday column written by David Lorilla from Fangraphs. When you go back to 1998, he's got this note. The first year we had 30 teams in the big leagues. There were over 44,000 hits and under 32,000 strikeouts. So the spread was between 12 and 13,000 more hits than strikeouts. This year, 40,300 hits, 38,200 strikeouts. So that gap has really closed to within a couple of thousand over the course of a full season. It's not that much. Toward third, Bryant will pick it up, and he can't get him. Well, Perez, with that lunging swing, gave himself some momentum toward first base out of the box. And the ball wasn't hit hard enough for Chris to make a play.
Yeah, good try here by Bryant. Perez runs well. He's a threat to steal. Probably less so with the lefty on the mound. And Contreras behind the plate. And the guy in the batter's box who can hit the ball out of the ballpark. For all those reasons, Perez probably staying put here, at least for the first couple of pitches.
Santana lined to Hayward in the first, batting second today against the lefty, and he takes outside on a curve.
And I tell you the other thing, that's the evolution of the game. The players have gotten so big and so strong. It's tough for a pitcher to be hyper aggressive, even against guys, traditionally were spots in the batting order where there wasn't a lot of power. The two-hole, for instance. And Santana, big, strong kid, can hit the ball 450 feet. Guys down hitting batting 7th and 8th. We've seen Baez in the 8-hole much of the season. Those are dangerous hitters. And there was a time, and you got to go way back, but I think 60s, 70s, to a certain extent in the 80s. There were hitters in every lineup where you was like, you know what, I'm just going to throw right down the middle here, get the ball put in play. This guy, he might get a base hit, but he's not going to take me deep. There's not as many of those guys around anymore.
A ton, but foul.
So you got hitters that are looking for something they can squash in the middle of the zone. You've got pitchers who are like, no way, man, I don't care what the count is, I'm not giving in. And that's what's leading us to a lot of strikeouts, a lot of walks, and ultimately a lot of home runs as well. Fewer balls put in play and less hits.
3-1 on Santana. Braun on deck, and the pitch on a bounce. What a pick by Russell. They'll get the out at second, and that gets Quintana out of the inning. 2-out single by Perez. No runs. They strand one. After 3, 0-0.
Fast foodies get a win before the game even starts. Because the 4 for $3 comes with a checker burger with cheese, fries, pie, and a drink. Beats overpriced stadium food. The 4 for $3 deal with your choice of 3 sandwiches, checkers, and rallies. Fast foodies know the deal.
Wow, today's the big day. I can't believe that it's finally here. From the first day we met, I knew I wanted to marry Lisa. She's amazing in every way. I had to find the ring that matched her beauty, and I knew I would only find it at Necker's. The diamond and setting they helped me pick out is perfect. Now, all I have to do is pop the question. She said yes. She loves the ring, and it's all because I went to Necker's. Necker's Jewelers in Davenport and DeWitt. Give to the one you love.
G&G Retailers is about service. We take the time to make sure you get the proper firearm or accessory for your needs and offer a full line of gunsmithing services. G&G is about safety, offering NRA-certified Iowa permit-to-carry classes to make sure you know how to safely handle and maintain your firearms. But most of all, G&G Retailers is about family tradition. We've been in business for over 30 years and now 3 generations. G&G Retailers, 1 block south of Division and Locust in Davenport, Iowa.
Can't decide what to watch?
I'm offering you 56 channels.
Sometimes it's better to watch
nothing. Everybody's doing something. We'll do nothing.
Seinfeld, because nothing is really something.
Weekdays on the Quad City CW.
Sometimes your eyes get bigger than your wallet. But at Checkers and Rallies, getting all white meat chicken dippers with fries for only $3 just takes a little loose change. The chicken dippers and fries box for just $3. Checkers and Rallies. Fast foodies know the deal.
If it's trending, it trended in Quahog first. Skinny jeans.
You know you're wearing... I know. I think there was a mix-up.
Selfies.
Let's take a photo. Perfect.
Watch Family Guy.
Weeknights at 5 on the Quad Cities CW.
Today's fourth inning is brought to you by Four Winds Casinos, your entertainment escape. Starters have been sharp. Jay could not hold. That's a strike. John Jay, great example of, I would call generally a meritocracy in the Cubs clubhouse, and that is you play well, you play. 4 consecutive games with a couple of hits. A big leadoff double in the 10th ahead of the Bryant game-winning home run in Game 1. A 15-pitch at bat Friday. And we mentioned earlier that sparked a 2-run inning. And the go-ahead RBI in the 10th yesterday. I haven't really asked Joe about it. I'm sure he'd give a very insightful answer, but the idea also, JD, of the hot hand versus the matchup, right? And that's something I'm sure Joe has to balance on a daily basis. As he sends one out toward the alley, and it'll get down for another John Jay hit. So you've got a guy swinging the bat well, and let's say there's a starting pitcher where you're not quite as confident in the matchup, and Joe has to weigh all of that stuff on a daily basis.
And also defense. And I think with Jay swinging it well, this was a combination of the fact that he's swinging it well and a nod to the defense. Quintana, the lefty out there, primarily right-handed hitting lineup for the Brewers. Quintana's he's kind of neutral in terms of ground ball, fly ball. So I think Jay over Schwarber in left field, I think was the call Joe probably had to make today. There are days where you nod. I just want my best offensive lineup out there. There are other days where you got an extreme ground ball pitcher. You want to make sure you have your hands team on in the infield.
I think there are occasions when certain guys have a 2 or 3 day stretch where they're really swinging the bat well. And because that next day's matchup is so bad, that Joe will take a hot hitter out of the lineup that day with the idea that I don't want this good streak to be totally ruined by what might happen this afternoon.
A guy he's never had success against, or he's just not a good matchup.
And on the flip side, you might have a guy 0 for 21 that you want in the lineup because you're saying to yourself, this is the day he's going to get his hits against this pitcher.
Yeah, and a lot of it is stylistically. Is it a power guy? Is it a finesse guy? Does he sink his fastball? Does he throw 4 seamers? Does he have good off-speed stuff? And how do my guys match up against his strengths?
Hooked into the corner. Fair ball. Jay racing toward third. He's going to be sent. Relay throw will not be made. Cubs lead 1-0. There might have been a play on Jay, but Arcia could not handle the throw from Ryan Braun.
First blood goes to the Cubs. Chris Bryant continues to wear out Chase Anderson. 3 home runs off of him and 12 at-bats coming into this game. 2 for 2 today. Single now, run-scoring double. As Jay gets the green light from Gary Jones. Yeah, and if that's handled cleanly by Arcia, they might have had a shot at him. He's got a strong arm.
And with that first run for the Cubs, Chicagoland's own Midwest Equity Mortgage will donate $100 to the Pat Tillman Foundation, supporting military veterans and their families. Rizzo fouls back. Still nobody out. Cubs on top. Bryant with RBI number 72.
A little RBI jag here of late. In his last 10 prior to today. 10 games, not 10 at-bats.
Line for the out. Bryant will get back to first. He hit it right to Arcia. The shortstop on the other side of the bag at second. It's frustrating for Anthony, but that's the way of the world now.
Get shifted against a lot because they have a lot of guys that pull the ball. Rizzo, Zobrist, Schwarber.
So Contreras will bat with Bryant at second and now one away. For ball one. Going into today, of the 30 innings in the series, the first 3 games, teams were either tied or within 2 runs of each other in 29 of the 30 innings. So that has continued now into the 4th inning today.
Yeah, it's been a fun series. It's been a fun season series. These teams have split the 18 games so far. Cubs went 11-8 against Milwaukee last season. Brewers one of the real surprise teams in Major League Baseball. Most figured they'd finish near the bottom of the division.
He clinched a winning season with that victory yesterday. And the pitch. Base hit to right. Bryant to third. Stop sign put up by Gary Jones. And they're at the corners.
As sharply hit and pretty much right to Santana, so he didn't have to waver at all. So Wilson goes into airplane mode there. The ball hit directly at him sharply. Would have been a very risky send for Jonesy.
Brewers pitching coach Derek Johnson will make a visit as the Cubs try to tack on.
Well, they've bounced into double plays a couple of times today. See if Joe thinks about starting Contreras here to make sure that doesn't happen again. Anderson's last start against the Cubs was back on September 9th at Wrigley. He went 5 shutout innings, allowed just 1 hit. Only threw 67 pitches because he had a huge lead. Council had the luxury of taking him out of that ball game and bringing him back on short rest for his next turn, because that was right after Jimmy Nelson got hurt diving back into first base.
Well, he's gotten a couple of double play balls to get out of innings. He'll try to do that again here. Zobrist takes ball 1.
Zobrist such a smart, savvy hitter. He obviously knows what Anderson's looking for. He's hunting for that ground ball.
Swing and a miss.
Change up, elevated. Didn't get his ground ball on that pitch, but he got a swing and a miss. And typically a hitter in this situation, if they're trying to get the ball airborne, Thinking about keeping the hands in and going to the opposite alley, left center, and line drive over the shortstop's head is likely what Zoe's thinking here.
1-1 on the way. Swing and a miss. Change up, curveball to start the sequence.
Looks like he's digging for the changeup again as he comes set.
Bryant at third, Contreras at first. And a little low on the change.
The pitch he wanted to make, that's the potential ground ball double play right there, and Zobrist's able to check himself and lay off.
Anderson ready, the pitch, bounced foul.
95, so after all that soft stuff, he comes with 95 inside, and Zobrist does a nice job just to get a piece. See how he's been worked on our Xfinity strike zone. A lot of soft, one good heater in.
Just about the entire infield now in the shade, except for deep third and short. 2-2, he got him. Well, he stuck to the plan. He only threw him one fastball the entire at bat. It's a big strikeout for Anderson.
Number 5 on the day for him. Very sharp breaker. Such a big part of a pitcher's success is, how do you deal with these crisis situations? And typically have 1 or 2 in every game.
That goes flying. And foul by Russell. No damage done. Hit the padding there. And the backstop. Just wondering if Contreras might think about running, and Anderson was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, with Vogt's struggles throwing, they might not even throw through here.
He actually threw out Chris Bryant yesterday and asked for the ball,
which is totally awesome.
Contreras faked towards second. Russell lost the hand again. 2 strikes on the Cubs shortstop.
It's kind of the opposite of what went on with Addison last year, those home run splits.
There he goes, and Russell fouls out of play.
I'm surprised that the Cubs haven't done more running in this series when Vogt's been back there, and there haven't been a ton of opportunities.
And Manny Piña's got a sprained left thumb. Suffered on that Rizzo tag the other night. This is yesterday. He picked up the caught stealing.
That is wonderful.
The 1-2 is outside. Good take.
Anderson's actually been tougher on left-handed hitters. They're batting .208 against him. Righty's .231.
Contreras runs, no throw by Vogt, and Contreras actually was going to try to stop and try to get in a rundown, but Vogt was not buying it. 4th steal of the year for Contreras. Talk signs now with a catcher at second base.
Trying to steal a cheap run here, looking for an errant throw or potential run down double steal situation. Not get you two.
Swing and a miss on a curve that was up and out of the zone, but it got the intended result. Cubs get one, though, on 3 hits.
At Goods Furniture, rather than marking prices up one day just to have a sale the next, we offer our lowest possible price on everything we sell. No hype, no haggling, just honest to goodness value, day in and day out.
Let's face it, it can be hard to find a qualified mechanic you can trust, but look no further. At Chuck's Auto Service, our staff of professionals use state-of-the-art diagnostics to quickly identify and resolve any potential problems. More than that, we believe in preventive maintenance to keep your car running at peak performance, and that saves you money. Our computerized check-in system keeps a complete history of work performed and even sends you messages to keep you in the loop, too. Tires, brakes, oil changes, engine repair, and more. Trust your vehicle to Chuck's Auto Service in Rock Island, your computerized automotive specialist.
I love gardening, painting, and walking down the street visiting with neighbors. One day I went into the store, and when I came out, something happened to my knee, and I just could hardly walk. I had a total knee replacement and just excellent care. It was almost like being on vacation. If my other knee gets too bad, I'm definitely going back.
The Joint Pain Institute at Genesis Orthopedic Hospital.
Me, joint pain-free.
It's Extreme Switch and Save. Trade in your satellite and slow internet bill for a way better deal. Get TV, internet, and phone for only $24.99 each a month when bundled. Experience faster internet and Wi-Fi up to 100 meg. Watch live TV on any device in your home with TiVo. Enjoy more than 230 channels and over 17,000 titles free on demand. That's all 3 Extreme services for only $24.99 each a month for a year when bundled. It's Extreme Switch and Save. Call us today.
Goods Furniture opened its doors over 120 years ago, and we still pride ourselves on the same honesty, integrity, and trust that you expect from us. I invite you to visit our 3-city block furniture destination in Kewanee, Illinois.
An epic 2-night event with the biggest stars, hosted by Ryan Seacrest. The iHeartRadio Music Festival 2017, Wednesday, October 4th.
Famous Dave's caters award-winning barbecue delivered to you.
Hey, welcome back. Here's a moment you've been waiting for. Our Subaru Stumper, brought to you by Subaru. Love, it's what makes a Subaru a Subaru. 4 players we are looking for Brewers to have multiple 30-double, 30 home run, 100 RBI seasons. Wow. So 4 times that has happened here in Brewer history.
Quintana to Ryan Braun. Fastball outside. Cubs lead 1-0 on the Chris Bryant RBI double, scoring John Jay. Starling Marte with a home run. And the Pirates a 3-1 lead over the Cards in the 5th in Pittsburgh. In the air, center field, it's Almora.
Ryan Braun, is he among that list of Brewer luminaries?
All right, so I just returned. I need the question again.
Okay, we're looking for 4 Brewer players who've had multiple 30-double, 30 home run, 100 RBI seasons.
30 homer, 30 double, 100?
100 RBI.
Right.
It's an 8 on the level of difficulty scale.
Okay. Yeah, Ryan Braun would have to be one of those guys.
How about Jeff Jenkins? He was out here the other day. We're hearing no on Jeff Jenkins. We're also seeing that the Pirates have a 3-1 lead over the Cardinals. 5th inning in Pittsburgh.
Usually when you ask questions regarding Brewers' offensive history, and Shaw strikes out Robin Yount's name.
Yeah, but that's the home runs for Robin.
The home run thing that I'm stuck on.
How about Prince Fielder?
I like Prince Fielder for that list.
How about Jeremy Burnett?
Good. Very good one. And the other guy I was thinking about was one of his teammates. That one is shot into left. Diving catch. John Jay trying to be the MVP of the weekend, as he just took one away from Jesus Aguilar. Cubs after 4.
Come on over to Adventureland. You're gonna have a fun filled day. Adventure Bay is closed for the season, but don't let summer slip away without one more family trip to Adventureland Park to enjoy all the rides, shows, and attractions, including the Monster. Open weekends through September 24th in Des Moines. Come on over to Adventureland. You're gonna love it at Adventureland.
The new celebration rules are in place, and Pepsi is all for it. So what's big man Joe Staley doing? He's celebrating a touchdown he didn't score. The sad truth is the odds of a guy like Joe scoring a real touchdown are the same as 0. But it's fun to dream, isn't it? Even if those dreams are delusional. Hey, there's no I in impossible, Joe. There is, there's 2. Shh.
Sometimes your eyes can get bigger than your wallet. But at Checkers and Rallies, getting your hands on a quarter pound of juicy all-white meat chicken dippers with a bed of famous seasoned fries for only $3 just takes fishing for a little loose change. The quarter pound chicken dippers and fries box for just $3. Checkers and Rallies. Fast foodies know the deal.
If it's trending, it trended in Quahog first. Skinny jeans.
You know you're wearing... I know. I think there was a mix-up.
Selfies.
Let's take a photo. Perfect.
Watch Family Guy.
Weeknights at 5 on the Quad Cities CW.
I should have known you only wanted to talk work. You don't know any other way to get off, do you?
Oh, I know lots of ways.
Dynasty. Series premiere Wednesday, October 11th on the CW.
The big save of the game is brought to you by Feldco, America's #1 window and door company, John Jay. A great diving play to end the bottom of the 4th. Right now, get 2 windows for the price of 1 with no interest for 1 year. Call 866-4FELDCO now for a free quote.
And despite that great play, he does not get to lead off this inning.
And those honors fall to Jason Hayward. I'm sure appreciated that catch. Being a Multiple Gold Glove winner himself. Anderson with a 2-0 delivery. Fly ball well hit the other way. Braun on the track. He's got just enough room to retire Hayward.
Ball carries well here. I figure it would on a day like today. Warm. Everything opened up. Not enough of that one to get it out of here. A pretty good ride. Jays catch one of a number of outstanding defensive plays we've seen this weekend. Big leaguers doing what big leaguers do.
More a strikeout victim in the third.
Hey, how about Cecil Cooper for our Subaru stumper?
That's it. Another good choice. I was thinking Richie Sexton, but I guess Richie fell a little short of those totals. Fly ball down the right field line. Santana straddling that foul line makes the catch.
Norman Thomas had some big years here.
Probably not enough doubles to make the list. Storman, Dorman. Now let's answer our Subaru stumper. 4 players with multi 30-double, 30-homer, 100 RBI seasons as a Milwaukee Brewer. And the answer, Braun, Fielder, Burnitz, and Cooper. Ouch. That was an awkward swing by Quintana.
So saying 2 hands.
Maybe something with tape on it.
Yeah. I like the feel of the other one. Thought he'd give it a whirl.
Just as bad bat. Bad bat. Watch him hit a home run. 0-2.
That would be most impressive, wouldn't it? Anderson's a bit of an outlier too, in that he's more of a fly ball pitcher. He has one of the lower ground ball rates in the league, but he doesn't give up home runs either.
It didn't matter what bat he was using.
No.
Cubs go down 1-2-3 in the 5th. Lead this game 1-0.
Take $13,000 off a new Silverado at Mill Chevrolet. That's $13,000. We have over 100 Silverados in stock and on sale at Mill Chevrolet in Davenport. Hurry, sale ends on Monday.
If you dream about a house for your growing family, Mel Foster is there. If you dream about a house big enough to host family gatherings, Mel Foster is there. And when your dream changes and it's time to downsize into a smaller home, Mel Foster is there. Mel Foster can make your home dream a reality.
G&G Retailers is about service. We take the time to make sure you get the proper firearm or accessory for your needs and offer a full line of gunsmithing services. G&G is about safety, offering NRA-certified Iowa permit-to-carry classes to make sure you know how to safely handle and maintain your firearms. But most of all, G&G Retailers is about family tradition. We've been in business for over 30 years and now 3 generations. G&G Retailers, 1 block south of Division and Locust in Davenport, Iowa.
With the Distinguished Flying Cross. RPG! For valor.
Valor. Series premiere Monday, October 9th on the CW.
Take $6,000 off the new 2018 Equinox all-wheel drive at Mills Chevrolet. We have over 40 Equinox in stock and on the way. Take $6,000 off the new 2018 Equinox at Mills Chevrolet in Davenport.
Let's see how Jose Quintana has been painting the corners. Brought to you by Benjamin Moore. Paint like no other.
He's a guy who uses all 4 quadrants of the strike zone with his fastball. He goes in on right-handed hitters about as well as any left-handed pitcher in the league. Very efficient work so far for Quintana. On Saturday, September 30th, the Cubs take on the Reds. First pitch that day will be at 3:05, and up to the first 10,000 early arriving 21 and older fans will receive a Cubs knit beanie presented by Jim Beam. Tickets are still available for this game, so don't miss out on your chance to get your knit beanie.
Excellent work from the veteran left-handers so far, facing the shortstop Arcia. He struck out back in the second inning.
So 35 strikeouts, 3 walks for Jose in his last 4 starts plus today.
And he drives one the other way. Hayward on the warning track for the out.
Good wood on it. He had to reach for it a little bit. It was down, out away from him. Now it stays out of the danger zone.
Pirates have added to their lead, 4-1 in the 6th. Another MLB notes on this Sunday. Giancarlo Stanton last night hit his 57th home run. I believe the Marlins will be at Colorado coming up. So, what do you think? It's going to get to 60?
Yes.
I would tend to agree. Cubs magic number currently 4. Jose Abreu is the 3rd player to begin his career with 4 consecutive 25 homer 100 RBI campaigns. Joe DiMaggio and Albert Pujols, the other 2.
He's had a big second half.
1-1 to vote. Corey Kluber goes into his game in Seattle today with a 22-inning scoreless streak. 5-0 with a 1.15 over his last 5 starts.
Yeah, kind of going back and forth over there in the American League Cy Young Award race with he and Chris Sale.
The Indians have gone 28-2 over their last 30 games, tied for the best 30-game stretch ever. Both with a fly ball out into deep right center. Still back is Almora, and he'll haul it in.
I thought that was just going to be a lazy fly ball. That carried a lot better than I first thought. Giancarlo Stanton with 57 home runs. This is a fill-in-the-blank question on our test. First National Leaguer to have 50 home runs in a season since
National League. Ryan Howard.
Ooh, so close. It was one after Howard. Howard had 58 in 2006.
Prince Fielder?
Prince Fielder had 50 in 07.
Broxton with 2 outs, nobody on. And the first pitch is high.
And in the American League, Chris Davis hit 53 in 2013. Bautista at 54 for the Jays in 2010. Aaron Judge has got 46. So he could get there with a good week.
Ground ball toward the middle. Zobrist backhands, cannot get him. Broxton runs well, and he's got an infield hit. It's their second infield single. The 3 hits.
Nothing else. That'll clear the pitcher spot for the Brewers as Chase Anderson comes to home plate here with a man on and 2 outs. Get careless here. Anderson can handle the bat a little bit.
With a healthy lead off first. Quintana will throw over. The Yankees yesterday clinched a playoff spot.
If he had a small lead, would he have a sickly lead?
Yes. It would be an unhealthy lead.
Yankees can't catch a Red Sox, can they? I mean, mathematically they can, right?
They can, back. Yeah, they're 4 back. With 8 to play, including today. Red Sox have won 5 in a row.
Yeah, finishing strong.
And 13 of 16. Assuming they win the division, it will be the first time they will have won back-to-back American League East titles.
Didn't they finish last 2 years ago?
Yeah, they've had that
tank there.
First to worst to first bit, which they did a few years ago.
Cleveland's a game and a half better than the Astros for the best overall record in the American League. And behind the Dodgers for the best overall record in baseball.
So since 2012, the Red Sox will, assuming again they win the division, have finished either first or last. Nothing in between. 3 fifth-place finishes, 3 first-place finishes. I'm guessing that's fairly rare to have a stretch like that.
Yeah.
Two on Chase Anderson. Cubs lead 1-0. Not a huge surprise that it's another close game. Runner goes. Here's the throw, and it goes into center. So Broxton with a pitcher at the plate picks up his 20th steal, along with his 20 home runs.
That's a gutsy play, isn't it? Pitcher up there, if he gets thrown out, the pitcher's leading off the next inning. He carried a lot of speed into that bag. He wasn't willing to get down too early.
Brewers with their National League pacing 124th steal. All right, Anderson's got a pretty good looking swing.
Yeah, he does. And so you've got to respect that. Obviously, 2 balls, 2 strikes. You're not going to get too fancy here. You get shorten up in the outfield because he's much more likely to hit it in front of you than over you. And that is the case. Albert Almora Jr. in center in particular is very shallow here. So even with Broxton's speed, should Anderson hit a line drive to center field, legitimate shot at him at home plate.
Ed Cedar, their third base coach, historically pretty aggressive, and no doubt will be here with 2 outs. That's why you steal second in the first place. Swing and a miss. The point, however, is moot. 1-0 Cubs after 5.
Heyman's Westside Ace Hardware has multiple services to help you. From key cutting, pipe cutting and threading, sharpening services, paint mixing, and lamp repair. Services beyond the ordinary at Heyman's Westside Ace Hardware in Davenport.
Make your everyday better at Pleasure Pools and Spas during our Hot Spring Instant Rebate event with up to $1,000 factory rebates on select models. Now is the time to enjoy 5-year interest-free financing on Hot Spring Spas. You can relax knowing your payments can be as low as $57 a month. Plus, with the purchase on select Hot Spring Spas, you get an Ace saltwater sanitizing system absolutely free. Hurry in for incredible factory rebates at Pleasure Pools and Spas, Grady Street, Davenport. We make staying home fun.
Oh, the new iPhone. I've been dying to get the new iPhone.
Wait. Places like this lure you in and then bam! They whack you with a big activation fee and who knows what else.
But, I gotta get it.
Get your new iPhone from US Cellular. No hidden fees and a strong signal even out here. That's not good. Get new iPhone 8 on us when you trade in your old phone. Or for just $10 a month when you switch to US Cellular. A stronger signal in the middle of anywhere.
Lights, camera, action. National City's My Town.
Supergirl, season premiere Monday, October 9th.
Last Man Standing, weeknights at 6 and 10 on the Quad Cities CW.
Heyman's Westside Ace Hardware has over 70 years of knowledge and can help you with all of your window needs. We can repair windows, screens, and thermopane windows. Services beyond the ordinary at Heyman's Westside Ace Hardware in Davenport.
Can't decide what to watch?
I'm offering you 56 channels.
Sometimes it's better to watch
nothing. Everybody's doing something. We'll do nothing.
Seinfeld, because nothing is really something.
Weekdays on the Quad Cities CW.
Time now for the Dunkin' Donuts Fun Cam. America runs on Dunkin'. Your source for everything Chicago, ABC 7 Eyewitness News, weeknights at 10 with Chicago's team of Alan Krzyzewski, Kathy Brock, Cheryl Burton, Cheryl Scott, and Mark Gianbreco. Another hot day in Milwaukee, 88 degrees at game time.
Put on your eye black. Your soft serve. Get your groove on.
John Jay. Single, run, diving catch. Aaron Judge has homered today for the Yankees, so that increases his total to what, 47. Caught by the shortstop, Arcia.
Well, we expected a good pitching performance here today from both these guys, and they have delivered.
With a single and the RBI double to give the Cubs the lead.
Quintana has not yet issued a walk, nor has Anderson. He's racking up the strikeouts. Anderson's been under a little more pressure. He's allowed 5 hits. He got a couple big double play balls.
In and out of the press box. Cubs are sitting on 212 home runs, tied for the second most they've hit in a single season. They also hit 212 in 1998. The club record should be intact for another season. 235 in 04. I don't know if the Cubs have 23 more home runs in them over the final week or not. Doubtful, but humanly possible. 1-2 to Bryant is low and outside.
Chris has shown the ability to take that off-speed pitch out away from him, go out and yank it into left field with authority. So Anderson, a couple heaters in this sequence. I would not be surprised to see them go back in there. He missed the spot, but he got his man.
It's happened a couple of times for Anderson. He's elevated pitches he did not intend to and ends up striking out a cut batter.
They were trying to go in here. They're trying to crowd him, and he reaches back for a little something extra. He didn't want to make a mistake in there. Got a little giddy and overthrew it, but it ends up in a good spot for him, well up above the hands where it's very difficult to get to. And it looks so good coming out of the hand. You get a great look at it there from our camera behind home plate.
Frustrating couple of at-bats for Rizzo. Get into a 5-6-3 double play into the shift and then lined into that defensive alignment in the fourth. Perez playing really deep at second base as this one's fouled out of play.
Yeah, situation here, I think if Anthony were leading off the inning, he might have been tempted to push a bunt towards third base as he does once in a great while. Situation here, 2 outs, nobody on. He's hoping to do a little damage. He's just hoping to stay alive with 2 strikes.
Fly ball just into the outfield grass, caught by Arcia. So that's 8 in a row now retired by Anderson, but he trails 1-0.
At Goods Furniture, rather than marking prices up one day just to have a sale the next, we offer our lowest possible price on everything we sell. No hype, no haggling, just honest to goodness value, day in and day out.
Level up with the brand new Nissan Rogue Sport with automatic emergency braking that could stop for you. Intelligent all-wheel drive. And around view monitor. Wow. Take on today the brand new Nissan Rogue Sport, part of the Rogue family. Lease today starting at just $159 per month or get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 12 models.
The new celebration rules are in place and Pepsi is all for it. So what's big man Joe Staley doing? He's celebrating a touchdown he didn't score. The sad truth is the odds of a guy like Joe scoring a real touchdown are the same as 0. But it's fun to dream, isn't it? Even if those dreams are delusional. Hey, there's no I in impossible, Joe. There is, there's 2. Shh.
People that aren't from around here are often surprised by Casey's Pizza awesomeness. They say they didn't know you could get the best tasting, freshest baked pizza in the world from a gas station. Please, we're not a gas station. We're the best tasting, freshest baked pizza restaurant in the world that happens to sell gas, too. Casey's, famous for pizza and a whole lot more.
Can't let this fear run your life, Arch.
Riverdale. All new episodes Wednesday, October 11th, only on the CW.
Goods Furniture opened its doors over 120 years ago, and we still pride ourselves on the same honesty, integrity, and trust that you expect from us. I invite you to visit our 3-city block furniture destination in Kewanee, Illinois.
Don't miss your chance to experience spring training at beautiful Sloan Park in Mesa, Arizona. Reserve your place in line by joining the spring training season ticket holder waiting list. It's easy. It's free to register. For details, visit sloanpark.com.
Hernan Perez takes a curveball a little low. Bottom of the 6th. It's 1-0. Quintana has allowed 3 singles. No walks, as JD mentioned earlier. Ooh, he's thrown 2 good ones. And it's 2-0.
Second one a little better than the first.
I'm always surprised when that pitch isn't called because the curveball starts above where it landed. right? So that you really give that umpire a good look.
Yeah, now the first one in particular, I think Wilson didn't do Quintana any favors the way he caught it. You know, the pitch was breaking down, and the tendency is to kind of ride with that pitch a little bit, so you have to try to catch it out in front and hold firm, give that umpire a real good look at it.
Swing and a miss. 2-2. This is the beginning of their batting order. Third time through. And the 2-2. Curved him in the dirt.
.74 pitches, so Quintana in pretty good shape there.
Now Contreras will head out. We tend to try to not bludgeon you with math, but you know, it's 1-0 in the sixth inning, and I know not all leads are created equal. But when the Cubs have a lead going into the sixth inning, their record is 62-10. Most teams have really good records in these spots. 66-6 leading into the seventh. And again, only their second loss of the year yesterday when leading into the ninth. So even having a lead this early is significant. Shot, Jays there. The ball was crushed by Perez, but he hit it right at John Jay. It's happened a couple of times today.
Well, Perez, he hit a little roller to third base that turned into a knock last time, so all's fair.
Some people scoff at the win probability and how it fluctuates in a game, and they say, well, this team had a 98.6% chance to win in this spot and they ended up losing, and people say, see, that's why well, that's exactly the point. Is when we give you those numbers, 62-10, it doesn't mean the Cubs absolutely are going to win this game today. It just means when they do have the lead, they generally do win.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting because when a team does get to that point where they have a 95% chance of winning a ball game and ultimately lose, it becomes a very interesting story. Like, how did that one get away? It should have been in the bank.
1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Nobody's telling you to call your bookie in the seventh inning and put a big wager on the outcome of the game. It's just an interesting way to look at the probability of the outcome and whether it holds true or not.
Pitch count in good shape. Just over 80 on the afternoon. And the 2-2 misses. And the changeup brought on deck.
A lot to like about this Santana kid's game. He's disciplined. He runs well. He's got a big arm in right field. A horrible at bat here the other night, and a chance to win the game for the Brewers. He struck out.
So he draws the first walk. And let's check out the Cubs' Ford upcoming game schedule. So it's 4 in St. Louis and then 3 at home against the Reds. All night games in St. Louis, all day games at Wrigley Field.
John Lester, Luke Weaver will pitch series opener tomorrow night. Weaver's been something. The rookie is 7-1 with a 2.05 ERA. So it's Weaver, Martinez, Waka, and Lynn for the Cardinals. Lester, Arrieta, Lackey, Hendricks for the Cubs.
Ryan Braun with a man on and 1 out. He is 1 for 2 today. It's his double that preceded the Shaw game-winning home run in the 10th yesterday.
First pitch changeup there, and well off the plate, not close enough to really influence Braun's thinking, I don't think. He didn't flinch. As I mentioned last time, he's been doing a lot of work the other way. Quintana likes to throw that fastball in on right-handed hitters.
Swing and a miss. Vicious cut.
And see, Braun's a smart hitter. He knows that they're aware of his inclination to go the other way, so every now and then he's going to try to ambush one. He was looking to turn and burn right there, but it was an elevated fastball and he couldn't get to it.
Jose has the sign. Contreras for the outside edge now, and Braun fouls. 1-2. Sun not really a factor at this point. Judge has just hit his 48 for the Yankees. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So 2 outs, and it's Travis Shaw.
Quintana really doing a masterful job going in and out with the fastball. Cutting heater in off the plate. Looks good initially for Braun, but he can't get to it. Tries to pull the hands in. Get the barrel to the ball, but it's just not going to happen. Well, that'll put Aaron Judge just 1 shy now of the rookie record held by Mark McGwire. McGwire hit 49 in '87. 2 of the top rookie home run seasons ever this year with Judge and Cody Bellinger, who's hit 39 for the Dodgers.
Throw over to check on Santana. Time now for the Jeep out-of-town scoreboard. Hurry in for great deals during the Jeep celebration event. It only happens once a year. The Nationals have a 3-2 lead in the 9th at New York. Pirates still 3 up on the Cardinals in the late innings. Runner goes. Pitch inside. The throw is high. And Santana's got his 15th steal.
Buxton got one, and now Santana. This is impressive with the lefty on the mound and Contreras behind the plate. This is part of their DNA to run, so go ahead and push. Contreras has to hurry to throw it. Sails on him a little bit.
So second consecutive inning. The Brewers have stolen second base with 2 outs. Last time it was with the pitcher at the plate, and Anderson struck out. Now it's Travis Shaw, and it's 2-0.
Yeah, I think if there was a right-handed pitcher on the mound, they probably would have had Santana wait, because Shaw's much more likely to slug against a righty than a lefty. Jose Quintana has allowed only 1 home run to a left-handed batter this year.
That's a strike. Shaw's OPS this season has gone up 151 points from last year. 5th largest increase in baseball. Number 1 on the list, Zach Cozart. Plus 208. In 2017, and due to become a free agent. Good timing. High fly ball, playable for Almora. And Quintana is shutting them down through 6 innings. We head to the 7th. Cubs 1, Brewers nothing.
Not again.
What, honey?
It's backed up again.
It's time to call Right On Time. They are fast, affordable, and will beat any competitor price. Available 24/7, so pick up that phone and call Right On Time today for all your sewer and drain cleaning needs.
Oh, the new iPhone. I've been dying to get the new iPhone.
Wait. Places like this lure you in and then bam! They whack you with a big activation fee and who knows what else.
But, I gotta get it.
Get your new iPhone from US Cellular. No hidden fees and a strong signal, even out here. That's not good. Get new iPhone 8 on us when you turn in your old phone. Or for just $10 a month when you switch to US Cellular. A stronger signal in the middle of anywhere.
For the best audio video gear with low prices and exceptional service, think Between the Boxes at Entertainment Expressions.
We sell and install only the best. Speakers you have to hear to believe. Televisions, whole house audio systems, and outdoor speakers.
Residential, commercial, home theater, and wireless audio solutions. And the most experienced electronics staff in the Quad Cities. Get it all
from your favorite electronics mid-box store.
At Entertainment Expressions,
we're your hardcore
audio
and video experts.
Jim is really passionate about what's right, and whether that's something as simple as punctuation or grammar, or something at a higher level where he's holding our local public officials accountable for some of the things they've said in the past or some of the things they say they're going to do.
The sink is globbed.
Call Rob.
It's time to call Right On Time. They are fast, affordable, and will beat any competitor price. Available 24/7, so pick up that phone and call Right On Time today for all your sewer and drain cleaning needs.
I made you a new suit. Want to take it for a spin?
How I Met Your Mother. Weekdays at 4 on the Quad Cities CW.
Well, it has been quite a series. Chris Bryant in the 10th inning Thursday night. Game-winning 2-run homer as the Cubs came back in the 9th to tie it up. Tommy La Stella off the bench. Bases loaded walk, the winner. Yesterday, Arcia tied it in the 9th off Wade Davis. And then Travis Shaw won it in the 10th. Today, 1-0 Cubs, 7th inning.
Yeah, it's felt very playoff-y. It's a real word. You can look it up.
One and one on Wilson Contreras, the catcher.
He's had 2 good swings today. He lined out to center first time, single to right last time.
Shaw kind of waits back, bare hands, and he's going to throw late. Contreras with an infield hit.